are taking a deeper look this week at Pope Leo's Chicago roots. Tonight, the story behind a special gift for the new pontiff.
And WGN's Dina Barrett talks to a young teacher whose faith has been inspired by Robert Prevost for a long time.
A young Augustinian brother says Pope Leo paved the way for him, not just in his religious order, but now all the way to Rome. A man who was always an inspiration is now a pope who continues to strengthen the conviction of his vocation. As a young student, David Rellstab wanted to work on cars.
I was going to graduate, get my bachelor's, move to Detroit, work for, one of the big three, and have everything I wanted to.
But along the way, he switched gears.
Someone's going to study for their finals.
Now, brother David, the 29-year-old, teaches at Providence Catholic High School in Chicago's southwest suburbs.
One thing that I always felt that I needed for my own self was to share life with others, to really live in community.
During college, he took an interest in the Order of St. Augustine. His first meeting with the vocations director sealed his fate.
So we got hot dogs from Fat Johnny's on the 75th and Western. And we just sat and talked. And that was really my first solid introduction to the Augustinians, that it's a group of guys, they're not going to put on any airs, and this is who we are.
The names of Augustinian leaders once stationed at Providence grace the school walls, Robert Prevost among them. The students there celebrating his new status. But at the communal house where he often stayed as bishop and cardinal during his visits to Chicago, his fellow brothers know him simply as Bob.
When he would join us for meals, he would help clean the table after, help with the dishes. Just a very easy, calm presence.
Wanting to be present at the inaugural Mass, David was among a group of Augustinians who quickly mobilized a trip to Rome. Their pilgrimage included a stop at Pope Francis' tomb, which is marked by a simple shepherd's cross, a design familiar to Pope Leo.
When he would stay with us here at Providence, his room, the guest room he stayed in, had that cross on the wall. When he was probably here in August and he was looking at that, probably never would have thought, but that's an amazing connection. There was a section that was all white, that was where all the priests. Then there was a section that was all black, and those were dignitaries and then the Augustinians. So we were sitting maybe 50 yards away from the altar. And that's where we were sitting, we were pretty dang close.
He'd be even closer the next day.
And I was eating breakfast, and I got a call from the Vicar General of the Order, Father Joe Farrell. Don't pack your habit too far in your bag, and make sure you're at the General Curia at 11 o'clock. So, I think I know what this is about.
Thankfully, David had a gift on hand for his fellow brother, the new pontiff.
I was tasked to bring his first vows as an Augustinian that he himself handwrote.
The original 1978 document was pulled from the Augustinian archives. David documented every step as the group was led through the Apostolic Palace to a meeting room.
And walks Bob, and walks Leo. And you can sense just the joy of that. And then he greeted us one by one. It's like greeting a brother. I was kind of speechless to be there with him. And the one things he said back was, make sure to say hi to the guys back at Providence. Yeah, it was very amazing that he still remembers us. He still knows who we are.
Brothers who brought him a reminder of where his religious life began.
And I carry that with me through the airport, through security, over the Atlantic, and that's one of one. He made that. That's his.
And now it's in his hands.
We presented it to him, and he's looking at it, and he says, "Is this the original?" I said, "Yeah, oh yeah, it's the original." I said, "How'd you get it out of here?" And it was so cool to know that someone that you were with just a couple months ago, and you see him now, and it's still like seeing a family member. Yeah, he's dressed in white, and was in charge of 1.4 billion Catholics and the sovereign of a country, but he's still one of us. He's still Bob.
And we will be sharing more on Pope Leo's life Sunday, June 8th at 3 p.m. Pope Leo XIV from Chicago to the world, a one-hour special devoted to our hometown pontiff, from his childhood in South Suburban Dalton to his decades of missionary work. Get to know Leo and the Augustinian brothers and sisters who call him their dear friend Bob. That's this Sunday at 3 p.m. Back to you.